Yo, yo, yo. Welcome back to another episode of These Ninjas Podcast. This is your boy Loso. I got my three compadres with me. Joey PC, Smoke One and Double Barrel. Ninja, say what it do.
Yo.
Also, this is episode 7, season 2.
Tell
Let's
them.
get that right.
Deuce.
Is it?
Man, y'all not gonna play me like y'all tried to play me last time, man.
Nigga, we make it.
We got the fireman approving it right now. You hear that?
Yeah.
But yeah. So on today's episode, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna touch on some sensitive subjects. It's gonna be a little serious, you know what I'm saying, on a lot of these topics it's gonna be a lot of serious, but you know, we're gonna give you the ninja perspective. We're gonna act the fool. We're gonna be serious.
We're gonna give you the real.
We're gonna talk that shit. And we're gonna, as always, these are our opinions. Not everything is factual. You know what I'm saying? Unless we let y'all know this is what we researched, but a lot of it is our opinion. So don't kill us.
Please.
So
we be saying some wild stuff sometimes.
Yeah, we do.
For real.
Speak for yourself. I spit facts.
Yeah.
I'm playing.
That's what it is.
Now we all hear the bullshit.
That's what it is.
But yes, so I guess the ninjas, I know like we've been watching the news. I hope everybody else has been watching the news. We're gonna start off with some bullshit because this is some bullshit. And we're gonna discuss the Buffalo shooter. You know what I'm saying? First off, we'd like to say condolences to everybody that lost their life, family, friends, loved ones, everybody that was impacted from this retarded, heinous crime of straight racism. I mean, there's nothing else to really bullshit about. It's a clear case of racism. So,
and it's messed up that you just gonna sit there and hit innocent victims just because you had nothing better to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's straight up bogus. Like, these people did nothing to you, had no flaws in them that you knew about. You was just picking people off because that was bogus.
Yeah, no, it was definitely senseless. And before we continue, I just want to go ahead and give a names of the victims before we get into all this. Definitely want to say. So don't kill me.
Hold on, before you get the names, let me break down the background because we kind of skipped over that. So the story is, what is it? A teenager? He was about 18, right, guys?
Yeah.
The shooter.
Yeah.
So he was
youngin.
So the story is the shooter drove 200 miles to Buffalo, New York.
Yeah.
And before he decided to, commit the crime that he did, he searched up predominantly black area in Buffalo. So his intentions was to, do what he did to the minority community. So this kid proceeds to load up his rifle, drive 200 miles away, and walk to Tops grocery store in Buffalo. I guess that is a local grocery store chain up north. Not too sure. Joey, you up that way? Yeah, you know anything about that?
I'm not in Buffalo. I never heard of that one. I mean, repeat the name just to double check.
Local.
What is it called?
Tops. Yeah, Tops grocery.
Never
so
heard of that. It
must be local. Yeah, it must be a local joint though. Either way, he proceeded to walk in and he ended up killing 10 people. And injured 2? So it was like 12 victims, something like that. 2. He spared a white guy on camera.
Yeah.
And everybody else that was black, old women, because everybody that he shot were pretty much in their elderly folks. So you know what I'm saying? It's just a sad situation. But yeah, go ahead, Joey. That's just to catch up.
Hit the names out.
Speed, but
Yeah, again, don't kill me on the names. I don't know the pronunciation. I'm gonna do the best that I can. Okay. So we'll go in order that they have it here. Is Margus D. Morrison, Andre McNeil, Aaron Salter, Pearl Young, Geraldine Talley, Celestine Cheney, Roberta A. Drury, Hayward Patterson, Catherine Macy, and Ruth Whitefield. So those were the victims that were killed in the sad, tragic shooting. So There's a lot of information going out there because supposedly the defense is saying that he's pleading that COVID is the reason due to why he did it. He was alone and depressed, and because he was cut off from society, he felt like that's all he could do. That's the defense's claim. I know there was also reports saying that he decided to go specifically in New York because he knew that the gun laws were very strict over there, and because of that, he figured that any law-abiding citizen did not have enough firepower to stop him. One of the victims was a security guard. He did pull his gun out, shoot at him. The 18-year-old the killer, he did have a high caliber bodysuit, body armor suit, and that didn't do nothing to him. And he basically gunned down the security officer. I mean, he had the regular handgun, whatever it was, standard for him to have. So that's the reason that he figured that nobody, would have anything big that can really stop him. So a lot of people are debating the whole gun laws, that it should be more release it, and that's another debate. But yeah, that's one of the things they were saying. There was also reports that he was checking to make sure, like Loso was saying, that make sure they weren't white. I think there two of the victims that I didn't name are white. I think they had just been injured or died. But that wasn't like on purpose. It was just by accident. It just shooting at the area, and it just so happened that it happened. But he was making sure, like, there were reports that, like, he saw two white people, and he said, "Get out of here! I'm not looking for you guys." And then he told them to run. So I mean,
I caught the video. Mm-hmm. I caught the video before they took it down.
Yeah, the video is down.
You see a white guy by the register duck down. I think he might have accidentally shot him. And when he leaned over with the rifle, he looked at dude. He realized he was white. He literally said, "Oh, I'm not here for you. I'm sorry," and proceeded to shoot an older black woman. Like, the video was, I caught the video on my way to work. Was so crazy about it. Mm-hmm. And when I watched it, in my mind at first, I was like, either I'm catching somebody live streaming Call of Duty, or I figured somebody was like on the Oculus and they were just, streaming. Because it was first person shooter. The way the camera, he had a body camera. So he looked like all you see was the gun and the hand. So if anybody's ever played a first person shooter like Call of Duty or anything like that, you know what I'm speaking of. How the setup looks like.
And it was uploaded on Twitch. Just want to put that in there, which is predominantly videos for video games. So just want to, put that out there.
See, when I caught it was on Facebook. But yeah, you did tell me it was on Twitch, which was so crazy. And, the suspect gets out, shoots a black lady in the parking lot, takes, a couple shots through the glass window. You know how everybody's been through a grocery store. You got the big glass. He proceeds to shoot in there and starts walking inside where the buggies and stuff are. And just starts shooting rounds. Just starts essentially killing. I'm pissed off. No, just start
just
shooting.
For the hell of it. It was just for the hell of it.
Yeah, like I told you, I had to watch it twice. Not because I'm like, damn, he's really killing folks. It's like, it just didn't seem real.
Yeah, because it was senseless, but then he made it out like it was a video game. He wanted it, he was going about it not like it was like he was really taking lives. He was actually doing it like,
like a video game.
Respawn.
Yeah, like he was playing a game of Bond 007 on Nintendo 64. You know what I mean? No jokes. I was just aside, but for real, that's what it looked like. And I was like, this guy's really sick.
So did you watch the video? You get to catch the video?
I caught some of it. I caught all I could.
You caught some of it too?
I caught all that I could stomach. It was just it was too much for me to try to stomach.
I was in like I said, I was in shock, and I was on my way to work, and I was just like, you know what I'm saying? I seen it, and it played all the way through, and I was like, this can't be real. So I had to watch it again the second time, and I was like, wait a minute. this is oh wow. And I was yeah, it was just
Yeah, it's like it's real. Like you couldn't believe that this was actually what's going on in today's society. You're watching people be mauled
but
down in
there's
that
reports
fashion.
also right. Now that he's been arrested, they're saying there's reports that he is denouncing white supremacy.
Yeah,
Like it's a little
Even
too late for
though
that now, homeboy.
even though he was advocating it prior to the shootings and everything. The whole time during
Right, and
COVID, he was advocate. So yeah, you gotta add that in there right quick.
Yeah.
I also seen that they had pictures of his rifle online. I guess the police took pictures and they uploaded it, or whoever uploaded it,
hmm
and it was saying this is your reparations and all sorts of like
Mm-hmm.
racial slurs painted onto the rifle. And I'm like, yo, like some people are just sick, bro.
yeah,
Man.
man.
Well, if you really think about it, like he was really into, and I hate to say, he was really into the Fox News thing with Tucker Carlson. Like he was
Yeah,
regurgitating everything that Tucker Carlson was talking about, and now Tucker Carlson's kind of trying to wing it back, but he's still going on about what his main topic was. And I actually forgot like what it's actually called, but it's basically like the Jews are trying to get in and take over the country and this, that, and the third, and it's just senseless. Like we're a multicultural country, and I mean it's gonna look like it. I mean, I hate to say it, it's not just all white anymore. Like we're gonna have to get over that, and society's gonna have to get over that too. And it's just senseless, just a senseless act, and lives, loved ones that were lost for no reason. And I'd just like to give out my condolences too, and just say I'm sorry for everything that everybody's going through.
yes. I mean, this right here, we've made it to a point in history where you're going to have to realize that there's certain stuff that has changed that is never going to go back. You know, that good old boy lifestyle is never going to be that good old boy lifestyle again. You know,
Yeah.
it's it every day you're looking at more Hispanics, you're looking at more African Americans, you're looking at more Indians, you're looking at more.
Uh,
Every single day they're coming and they're migrating and they're coming in, and I mean it's something that's a part of everyday life. You know, there are certain situations that um you'll see where you'll keep the blood the same and everything will be the same. But for the most part, there's not going to be one single race that is going to stay pure from this point on, basically. It's going to be hard for it to, you know
uh,
what I mean? Because there's always going to be at least one or two out there that are going to marry or have kids outside of their race.
Yeah, I was about to say
uh,
that. That's not even including all the offsprings of other races that have mixed and everything.
I
You know.
mean, and they're
So
all going
yeah.
to pop up and it's all going to happen from now on. So it's going to be hard. I mean, it's going to be real hard to try to maintain a pure bloodline if that's what your goal is. Now, if you're in the situation where I am, where I don't care, look, I'm accepting of black, white, Latino, Asian, you name it, you know, as long as everyone's treated with respect and
That's the key. Respect.
and respecting each other's culture and heritage and everything you can, it's fine with me. You know what
uh,
I mean? Do what you got to
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
do. You do
yeah,
you. Let me do me. And as
yeah.
long as we're not stepping on each other's toes, I don't see why there's no reason why we can't coexist together right here in this world. But it's the people that are still stuck in 1950 and 1945 that believe a certain type of way that are going to get filtered out. And I'm sorry that they're going to have such a hard time. They're going to have an extremely hard time going forward because, I mean, the,
No, you definitely right on all that because like it's you know people always like to point out on all the negative, all the bad stuff that you see
Yeah.
within mixed races and stuff. But I was going through social media and I came upon this video. It was this dude, right? This black dude, and he literally was like, "Yo, I've never been to one of these stores before," and he started filming his experience going to one of these Spanish stores, you know, the little bodegas and all
Mm-hmm.
that. Well, not New York, but
Yeah.
like, you know, in the South, I got them little Spanish spots.
Yeah.
So he goes in there, he's like, yo, they accept EBT, yo, that's word. So I thought it was cool because he never seen half the stuff that like Hispanics might see and be like, oh, that's a norm. We know what that
Mm-hmm.
is. Oh, you ain't up on game on that? Like he bought this one
Mm-hmm.
little thing that comes like with a plastic cup and like chili and stuff like that. You're supposed to just add the beer and then add the stuff and everything that makes like this stuff that like some Mexicans I
Micheladas and
think.
whatnot.
Yeah, that stuff. So I didn't know what it was called. But you know that's an example of like different cultures being able to coexist with each other and respecting each other's boundaries. You know, they bought
I
business in the
mean,
store and you are acknowledging. But to do something like this kid, in my opinion, 18 years old, you're still a kid. Legally, you are being charged as an adult. But the way he was thinking to go to a supermarket and target a predominantly well-known black community, like, come on, this was clearly premeditated and he
Yeah,
did it on
you're asking
purpose.
for trouble. You're
Yeah,
asking for
like
trouble
you know what I mean. Like, so that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, it sucks that you have to do stuff like that in order
to
to.
get
Mm-hmm.
your point across.
well,
Mhm.
the crazy thing is he drove 200 miles from his home.
But that was the
Yeah,
agenda. He didn't want nobody to fight back. Go do that in the South. Y'all walk around with
yeah.
shotties and stuff.
Shit, boy, once you pass that Mason Dixon,
What you-
line, boy,
What's
hey, you better have
Mm-hmm.
your
illegal?
shit with you.
What's
You
legal
Yeah.
to
better
walk?
have
You
that
can buy
motherfucker.
shotguns in Walmart, can't y'all? Like
Hell
y'all
yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Easy.
Nigga,
I'm
once
Easy.
you get into Virginia, hey, all gun laws is perfectly acceptable.
Yeah.
Damn
You
right.
will get your shit blown down here. Fuck around and find out.
So
and
he
I mean
did that on purpose. You know what I'm saying? So like,
and
no, all jokes aside, like you know, so he really did go out of his way to plan in detail to
yes,
get the maximum amount of death. Like, so I don't want to hear the defense of COVID, no, because like you were very
No.
meticulous with this. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
yes,
If you just
Definitely.
randomly got up, drove until you just decided, you know what, this is a good place, and started shooting,
Yeah.
even though I don't condone it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, okay,
yes,
fine, whatever. Like, you
yes.
could maybe try to say that,
Yeah.
but to have the gall to even say not guilty because
Well,
COVID, crazy.
don't
No,
But
forget the
that's wild.
manifesto. Don't forget the manifesto. He had like a what? A
Oh,
hundred
go ahead, yeah.
hundred was it 130, 180 page manifesto? Something like that. I can't remember the exact number, but it's over 100 pages. A manifesto at 18? Like, come on. Like, some of us went through school and all that. How many people has ever thought about writing a 100-page paper? I mean, and I went through college and everything. I've never done that, and I wouldn't want to do that. Period.
100. Well, it was about what
Over a
though?
hundred. I mean, just
Just
over different
racism?
stuff. Like all that. It like what he was planning on doing, this, that, and the third, the agenda. All like, come on, 130 to 80 page paper. Like, come
that's
on, bro.
ridiculous.
You know
Yeah,
what I
like
did?
Crazy.
You want
he
to
was
know what I did
meticulously
when I
planned that
got
out.
COVID? Then I ate some shrooms and chill the fuck out. I ain't gonna do no dumbass shit.
That
Yeah, I
boy is
remember on
So
that
crazy.
last
I'm with Joey.
episode.
I'm with
Oh
Joey.
my
You know what I'm
god,
saying?
no.
I'm not biting on that. You COVID made you to the point. Like, where do
Mm-mm.
we even know where this kid was from? Where did he even come from?
I don't
What
even
20 miles
know.
he
I don't
drive
even want to
from?
say his
Mm.
name.
No,
Yeah,
you
Give him
yeah.
nothing.
I don't
No,
want
give him no
I
love.
don't want him to have that kind of recognition. I don't even want to
Nothing.
None.
recognize.
Well,
Nothing. I
no,
don't even
I
want to
ain't
say.
trying to give
I
him
don't
no
know where
glory, but
he's
I'm just
from.
saying, like, where the fuck is you from? That you mean to tell me you've
You
been stuck
feel
in the
that?
house? The rest of the country's out fucking
Out
off,
kicking.
and
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
still stuck at home. Nah, miss me with that bullshit. You was on an agenda, and that's what it
Yep.
was. Own up to it.
Yep.
Yeah.
You, yeah, you right.
They probably get that nigga a goddamn Burger King on the way to the station, but you know what I'm saying? That's a whole different stuff.
Man, on a
Another
on
one.
a on a side note of that, I was talking to a coworker, and he literally said the reason why the other guy got a Burger King was so that they couldn't have a mistrial or anything for him saying he was hungry and they didn't get him anything. And I was like, when you going to jail, you going to jail. You ain't getting shit.
Man, how many
Like,
colored folks you know did not get
come
put in
on.
prison because they didn't get fed before? Come on,
Nigga, they
man.
Yeah.
bet
I
they.
don't know, I
I'm
feel
not.
And you get
I, I'm not.
a peanut
Listen,
and you
I'm
get a
not in
peanut
bed at
butter.
6 o'clock in the goddamn morning in my sleep. They ain't give me
Yeah.
no breakfast.
And you
Shit,
Man,
they
peanut
nigga
butter
didn't feed me either
sandwiches.
on the way to the goddamn
And if you're
station.
diabetic, you get a jelly. If you're
God.
It's peanut
Man.
butter. It's peanut butter sandwiches, and if you're diabetic, they have jelly for you. That's the way it goes.
Oh, they
I mean,
crazy, man. Every time I ever had a situation that they fed me fucking knuckle sandwiches. That's all that was. Ain't no
yeah,
food. Ain't no. Man, you
yeah.
crazy.
I
Fucking
mean,
Burger King. They wilded.
yeah.
Yeah, they never gave me my way. Shit.
But yeah,
Yeah.
that's the pluses and minuses of that. Like, I don't want to
Yeah.
hear all the extra this and all that. And they treated, the thing about it is if it would have been an African American male had went in to
Yeah, they had the
a
whole SWAT
a,
team out there
Oh,
shooting their stupid ass.
predominantly Caucasian
It would
Hey,
have been
Joe,
bad.
grocery store.
if you finish your statement, I think they might come and just cancel this whole show just for even thinking the idea of what you're about to say. But I get
Yeah.
exactly what you say. Like, come on, man.
He would not have walked out of that store.
No way.
they'd have
No
kicked his ass.
way.
If he did, they'd have kicked his
Killing,
ass all the way
killing,
out.
Yeah.
If you would have been any
killing
kind
that
of
many
minority,
people,
it don't even matter. If you would have
Killing-
been any kind of minority,
killing
Spanish,
that many
black,
people, killing
Yeah,
that many people.
oh
And they
yeah.
would have emptied like 20 clips.
Yeah, it was
And then
Oh,
I seen
yeah,
a
they
report.
shut
I
the
seen
whole
a
store
video
up.
where they walked
Undertaker,
him
look
out.
at that.
and I bet you this, and I bet you somewhere in America somebody's going to turn him out to be the hero, like he was the one done wrong.
Yeah.
I bet you somebody's going to assemble out
Facts.
where he's the hero, and he was
Mhm.
just trying to defend the Constitution, and I guarantee
How?
without
You
saying
left your
that,
house to a grocery store. Niggas was buying Cocoa Pebbles and collard greens
they're going.
on
That's
Sunday morning.
crazy.
Not
Niggas was
Cocoa
getting ready
Pebbles,
for
collard
Sunday
greens.
dinner.
You
They were getting ready
know,
for Sunday dinner at Big Mama's house, and Big Mama got shot. Like, come on,
You know,
man.
it's crazy because I got a friend of mine, right? Old, very childhood friend, right? And he is a security guard, and he said when he found out about this, he just got coming home from the supermarket, and when he found out about the security guard, he's like, you know what? That's crazy. I just came back from the supermarket, and I wasn't even armed. Like he has his license too, just for consent. Just letting everybody know he has the permission to do it. He has a permit and everything. But he's like, imagine like going forward, I can't even go to the supermarket without feeling like I have to go with stay strapped. Like,
Yes.
and then that's
You
it's
have to.
crazy, and it hit him, and he's also black, and he's also in the same career path and everything. So like he deals with the same issues, and I think that's really sad that his job is to protect. And look, he tried. The security guard, not my
Yeah.
friend, but security guard
And
really tried, and he
The
just got
security
gunned
guard that
down for
got
his
lost his
effort.
life.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one that lost his life.
I mean,
It's
it's
just
a
a
hard
sad
job
situation.
out here. It's just a hard job out here being black as is in America. Being black in America is a hard. Being black in America is almost like playing life on all Madden. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Dang. Damn.
Not 2K Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
With a CFL team going against the Pro Bowl team.
Yeah,
Know what I mean?
The Canadian League.
One of those
Yeah,
CFL
you put it-
teams.
yeah.
Man, you can go ahead and get the
Yeah,
All-Star to
you-
CFLs, but going
could
against
at
the
least
pros.
Could at least
Yeah.
be the MLS of the soccer world.
No, the
Shit.
Pro Bowl.
No.
Pro Bowl selections.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Old fatted. Fuck out of here.
Just to start off. I mean, really, just starting out, it's like you're playing the game on all Madden from the very beginning, and you don't even know it. You're just, you're getting the kickoff, and you're like, wait, what? How did they get down there so quick?
Dang.
Yeah, I mean that's a whole nother topic. We can go down the road on because
Oh,
Yeah, that's
only,
that's
you know what I'm
another
saying?
thing, but yeah,
you know what I'm
it's
saying?
different. And we will see what time hold, and we'll see what time has to say about what's going on. And we just
Yeah, but it's not only just white people. I mean, it's
No.
Yeah,
even
we
in-
just
even
wanna
in
say
Spain,
that.
even in the Spanish culture, you know what I'm saying? I get looked at crazy. So I get it
Because
from
you is
all
crazy.
ends of the spectrum.
You wild,
I
nigga.
get looked at for shit. I mean, wild boy.
No, but all jokes aside, like when it comes to anything, I feel like one thing that pisses me off, and I mean no disrespect to anybody, warning, but like
Yeah.
I really do hate when there's one specific race that feels like, oh well, this could never happen to our race. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
everybody,
You're
every
right.
race got every type of people that every
Yeah.
different. You know, you got good, bad.
Yep.
It don't matter about your color, race, where you from.
Yeah.
Evil and good people all around the world. You just got to be able to judge them, and that's all it is. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think
Yeah, we
that's
don't want
pretty
nobody
much
to think that we're trying to go after the white
white
people or
people
nothing
or
like that at
anything
all.
because if it had he been
I
Hispanic
got a
or
bunch of
black
white friends. I don't
or
live in a predominantly
Asian,
white
yeah, we
town.
would have
You know
came.
what I'm saying?
We would have still reported it no matter what the race was
Outcome
of
was,
Yeah.
the perpetrator. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But
Yeah, it's just a heinous crime and all in all, you know what I'm saying? He just admitted that it was a race crime. But I mean, if he
he had
just
a
went in there and started shooting,
manifesto. Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
all
if
that
he'd have
adds
just went
up
in there and
to
did
it.
what he did, yeah, and didn't have all that other extra shit, then I'd be like, dude just might have been mentally ill. But
Yeah,
he
so
put it as a racial thing. So I mean, we just don't want the white audience to feel like, we are coming at you guys in any
no,
way
never
because we
that,
are
never
not.
that.
We
We
are
love
not.
all
We
races
actually
over
Love
here.
appreciate you
everybody.
guys
Love everybody.
listening to the
Yeah,
bullshit
please
we
don't take
speak on.
don't take it the wrong way because without y'all we wouldn't be anything. It's the fans
Uh,
you all make us. That goes for the black, the white, the Latino, the
Asian. Yeah.
Asians, the Indians. That's the ones with dot
Germans.
and
All,
the
Yeah.
all the
feather.
pets, you know what I mean, that
Yeah.
be
Also,
listening or watching
On the
us at
side note,
home.
shout out to the Laotians. You know what I'm saying? Our analysts say they fuck with us
yeah.
tough. Shout
Gone
out
and
to the
on.
Laos. The Laos
Yo,
Yeah.
in
yo,
the building.
yo.
Come,
Yo,
come get me some fun.
some fuzz sticky rice.
No, I
Hey.
mean
You know what it
we number
is.
8 in they charts. Let me sure y'all get us to number 1. Now I mean, let's do this.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah,
Hey.
we
Let's
But
charted up in
go.
Laos.
to
Appreciate
conclude
that.
on my side on this whole thing is we can only wait and see what's gonna happen and everything, and only
Yeah.
time will tell. Let's see if justice will be served, or is this gonna be another heinous crime that will go unpunished. So that's just my conclusion. Y'all want to go ahead and give your last 2 cents?
That's
Uh,
about it for me.
Yeah, I just
yeah.
at the end of the day, I hope the families do get justice. At the end of the day, you can't pay families off for loved ones being lost. No amount of money's gonna cover the
Yeah.
pain and the loss of that. Because a
Yeah.
lot of cases like that, they try to get paid off. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So just as long as they get justice and the families feel happy with the results of whatever happens, that's really.
Yeah. As long as they see justice in their eyes,
Yeah.
that's cool.
I mean, I'm not saying don't
I,
take the money either. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely
I,
take
I'm
the
just,
bread. Definitely
it's just
take
all
the
not
I want
everything
bread.
is about money.
No,
Yeah, go ahead,
definitely
Smoke.
not.
yeah.
We're just joking
Yeah.
haha
And
right now, but no, all jokes aside, definitely though. But let's see
yeah.
what else we got lined up for today, real
Smoke
quick
one.
before.
Hold on, don't cut the damn off.
Oh
No,
yeah.
not
Oh,
that. He's gonna take
yeah.
his topic.
Yeah.
He's gonna do it. I'm just saying. But after that,
Oh,
he's gonna,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
nah, he's
But
gonna
no, no,
talk.
no, no. No, no, no. I'm
oh,
just
my bad,
saying.
my
I you
bad.
know, no, you good. All I'm saying is, we're all sorry for everybody's loss, just to make sure, that we're heard clear and cut. This is senseless and heinous crime that just happened, and all our condolences go out to everybody, the world, everybody. I mean, this ain't just a community thing. Like a lot of people feel this because some folks have been affected from it from other areas that went through the same thing. So we just like to say no senseless crime at all.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Shout outs
Yeah.
to Buffalo. Shout out to
Yeah.
whole Griselda squad. They out there in the front
Yeah.
lines doing their
Oh
thing
yeah,
for the
you know it in the front
community.
line.
Now they
In
really
the front
do. They
line.
out there doing support and stuff. They were
Yeah.
there for the vigil and everything. Like they definitely
Oh, I
trying to help
know.
family and everything. Shout outs
But
to
in the
Benny the
streets,
Butcher, Conway
Yeah.
the Machine. Know what I mean, West Side
Yeah.
Guns. Boo boo
West
boo boo
Side.
boo.
Boo,
Yeah
boo, boo, boo,
yo.
boo.
We're with y'all spiritually
Hey.
and mentally,
Yeah, yeah.
Just let you
All
guys
right.
know if anybody needs anything, definitely reach out to us. We'll be more than happy to do whatever we can.
Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you don't reach out to us, just reach out to somebody because it's hard.
Somebody.
Yeah.
Just please reach
Somebody.
out to somebody.
Yeah, and if you got anything that you guys do, like donations and drives and everything, hit us up on the back channels on Facebook and let us know. We definitely let the people know because, speaking of all that, pretty
Yeah.
soon, my little sister Lils was on the show, past guest. She doing a
Mhm.
little back to school drive and a diaper drive, so we'll be giving out more information about that later where you could donate. whether it's cash, whether it's actual products and stuff like that. Her goal is trying to get like kids not just book bags because everybody's giving out book bags. Maybe try to get some like clothes, some shoes, something that really helps single parents and stuff like that.
Yes, because we know how hard it gets out
Yeah,
here.
because everybody can give a book bag, but with little school supplies, go to Staples and get that. But either with that, she trying to see if she can provide that also. But
we want to do what we can.
That's
to help
anything
the
for
families in
donations.
need.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get her on here to
Oh, she
talk
will.
about
She will.
that.
She will be a later future guest speaking about it once she gets all the details situated and everything. So, stay tuned for
That's
all
what's
that
up.
stuff.
Right.
Well, what we got next in store for us real
Flipped
quick
on over.
before we go to the break?
All right. So the next topic, you guys, I know y'all been watching the news, and it's like we get, from time to time, we get artists, they make an impact in people's lives, whether we listen to them or not, big stardom and whatnot. And then it's like it seems that they can't leave the fuckery alone. And we're gonna segue this into the Young Thug, Gunna, the whole Rico case, everything. The hip hop police.
Yeah, that's what we call this hip hop police. How it all started, how what the influences they are right now, and in the game and everything, and we gonna talk about everything that y'all can even think of that any artist or anything has ever been arrested for. I know before Double Barrel talk about Mystical and all that shit. So we definitely gonna get into this real quick. So go ahead, Loso. Start off with what's gonna start off this whole thing with this hip hop police.
All right, so if y'all haven't paid attention the last week and a half, 2 weeks, whenever this drops,
living under a rock or something, man.
Yeah, Young Thug and the whole YSL crew, including Gunna, all was hit with a RICO charge in the state of Georgia. Well, they have been following Young Thug since 2012 is when the reports start. So, it's been a 10-year RICO case building up on them by the state of Georgia. And
the GBI,
it's
right?
A sad situation, yeah, GBI, and it's just a lot. It's just a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? That it's not looking good for Young Thug. Like he was really, arrested at home. He got hit with a RICO charge. Was charged with 2 charges. One was like being the leader of YSL and what was it, like organized crime, something like that. So whenever he was arrested, they, I guess, did a sweep and search at his house, and he ended up getting hit with 7 additional charges that stem from sawed-off shotgun to a sawed-off assault rifle, which is a Draco, a silencer, a switch, like, just stupid shit, in my opinion. Like, I understand, like, we've had talks, off camera, me, Joey, and Smoke One. Like, we understand you're a celebrity. Have a gun. You know what I'm saying? Protect yourself. But when you start modifying your gun to, like, you out there on the streets or you about to do some Call of Duty shit, it's kind of hard to start pleading your case.
Yeah.
So...
And if you're gonna do it legally, that's what I'm saying. if you're gonna do anything that you want to look like Call of Duty, do some type of legally. Get something legally that you can do. I don't know.
I get a silencer.
No.
If you start shooting inside the house, you don't want the loud bang, 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 bang. You know what I'm saying? It kind of muffles out the sound, but
that's illegal. That I can't argue. But like a regular assault rifles and automatic, that part like whatever legally you can do to get as close as possible to it, go ahead. But man, I'm telling you, they don't play with that, bro. They be like, "Why are you trying to kill somebody on the low?
Yeah,
what are you trying to do on the low? That you know what I mean? I don't know.
Legally, you could get a silencer, but you have to run it through the police department and everything else. You got to get the proper forms.
That's what I was gonna say.
And you have to get all the proper forms to get that thing.
And then I would.
Yeah, and then basically you're under. You're under this umbrella. They know you got it. So you can have it, but me personally, I wouldn't get a silencer, but that's just me personally.
Doesn't help Yeah.
No,
No, it's
no,
not helping this case at all.
no.
So they're saying that this all stems from, like I said, 2012. That he had an ongoing beef with another artist, YFN Lucci,
Uh-huh.
and
Mhm.
apparently they had some words and whatnot, but it got out of hand whenever one of their homeboys, Nut, it was a mutual friend, ended up getting killed, and then it just got ugly on the streets. And so now you got wiretaps for the past couple of years on Young Thug stating or saying that telling his crew that they weak, you know what I'm saying, they done got soft for not retaliating.
A lot of
They
wiretaps. A
done
lot of
a
wiretaps.
lot of wiretaps. They got them
Not just a
speaking
couple here and there. I just
on
want
the
to clarify.
phone,
Yeah.
trying to knock wife and Lucci off in jail. They done cut him up once, trying to stab him, but they didn't succeed. And then they try to do it again, trying to get him to give the green light, the okay.
Yeah.
Like it's just a lot of messy shit right now that they piled up that's real hard evidence against them that it's not looking good. And they just pretty much is trying to use his lawyer against him as a witness. I don't have the full details of that,
Ain't that some
but
shit?
Which
now
you
they're trying to
can't
get his
do.
lawyer to, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's not
legally
looking
you can't
good.
do that. Yeah.
Attorney-client privilege. Come on, man.
Yep. You can't do
Basics
that.
101.
But hey, I mean, right now where it is that his lawyer is getting removed from the case. So I don't know. Then Gunna ended up turning himself in 2 days later. That he went and took care of some affairs and got some stuff in order just in case it went south for him. But he claims he signed under the YSL label. He is not part of the gang.
Yeah.
So the DA is using the lyrics to pretty much tie Thug and Gunna and everybody else associated to. They say, what is it? They're over what? So many murders in Atlanta. Like they're responsible for like a hell of amount of murders. Like it's not a good case.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Like it's if he can get out of it and fight out of it, you know what I'm saying? Cool. If not, it's not looking good at all because he is facing 60 years. And that was with just the RICO. They've not even said what he's supposed to be facing with the 7 charges they got after they raided his house. So,
Damn, he's
but
gone.
there's also reports that they're keeping them inhumane in the jail cell, that they're feeding them bologna and peanut butter sandwich and whatnot, what they feed the rest of the fucking jailers. Like if you ain't never been to jail, my nigga, they ain't finna chef up no special meal, my guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gonna eat what the rest of the population's eating.
Yo, let me
But they
find
say
out
they
they ain't
got
get
him.
it out the mud. Come on, man. That's basics. Come
Yeah,
on.
that's basic shit. But they're saying in his history as a juvenile, he did like 4 years in juvenile detention.
Man, even if you
So
didn't get caught, I'm saying is out the mud. Like when you grown up, let me find out you got a silver spoon. Like, you know what I mean? Anybody, you ain't got to go to jail to relate on that point. You know what I mean? Like you got people who are hungry, homeless, poor, all of that stuff, and they know what it's like. And he over here talk about no peanut butter sandwich. Man, you need to chill out.
yeah, so they had the local news station down there, and they
What
have them, I
stuff we
think, in
talking
Cobb
about?
counties where they got them detained, and they went in there with cameras, and they're like, so I mean, it's not the Ritz Carlton. What is he crying about?
Real calm.
So you know,
Yo, they crying like
like Joey
Carlton.
PC said, let me find out he didn't get it at the mud and don't know
Yeah.
about the sale.
Well, it ain't no telling what he's put down to. What you call it though?
Well, they
know,
say he's isolated. He's not in main population. So
yeah. So if he was in population, he'd probably be straight. To the point that they're trying to do some cruel and unusual pressure because they was talking about they keep the light
he's a
on
high
him.
profile. He's a high
Yeah.
pro. Yeah, they're saying that they don't ever cut the light off, so he
they don't
can't ever
cut the
get no
light
sleep.
off. He's, you know what I'm saying? They basically torturing the man. You know what I mean? Like if he was
Prisoner
doing
of
time,
war.
if he was
POW.
if he was doing time like a regular person, I'd say he'd probably be all right with it. But the fact that they've got him under all these special conditions to the point where he can't even do his time like he's supposed to be trying to do his time. That pissed me off too. You know what I mean? Like, why
Do
the
they
fuck am I?
get? Do they even got him as a risk, like a
No, high profile.
Nah,
He's a high
suicide
profile.
risk?
nah,
No.
he ain't on no suicide watch or nothing like that.
I mean, he
They
on
got him
solitary.
isolated.
He's
They,
solitary because I mean he's by himself and
Yeah.
they're not giving him human contact, so he got to be on some type of like 23
he's
and
isolated.
one or straight
He's
isolated like
isolated.
all day every day. All right,
Yeah.
Yeah,
bro.
the reports are saying that he's isolated. He's not in solitary, but he's isolated. Which I don't know what the difference is between isolated and solitary in jail, my nigga. Like,
Yeah, like y'all bullshit. Like put the
I
man
mean,
where he
if
can,
if
where he
there's
can get
something
his,
worse, yeah, if there's something worse than that, come on, man, that's crazy. Imagine that's not even the worst.
where he can get his cookies, and where he can get his crackers and cheese, zooms and whams, icy white honey buns. Ooh,
he got his meat
damn.
sticks, make his own meals and shit. They ain't even giving him commissary. That's
Gotta
fucked
be,
up.
Yeah,
gotta be iced honey buns. Know what I mean, without
yeah,
the wrapper, them
Nigga can't make no
commissary.
cakes. He can't make no
yeah,
cakes, no julep. You know what I'm saying? He can't order, he can't do nothing.
yeah.
He got that man on a
He ain't even gelling right. You know what I mean? He just trying to gel right.
All right, so
yeah.
basically they charging him with all these like RICO charges and all that. So you guys know how RICO works, and in case any of the listeners don't know, when it comes to RICO, you don't really have to have proof. It just gotta look like you kind of into it, and it kind of fits the puzzle. And if they can semi fit some type of story that kind of makes sense, is good enough, and you can get hit with the RICO. So. This is
And
what they
also,
use to get the mafia people in the back
yep.
in the days. So, and that's what they're using nowadays to catch rappers. Go ahead, my bad, Loso. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say the backstory is that's how they brought the mob down.
Oh, okay,
That's the only
okay.
way they was able to bring the mob. That's how the RICO was created.
Well, because the mob boss never really actually did the dirt, so it was just like communication through communication through communication, and basically they used that as
and
RICO.
associates.
Yeah, so the soldiers were
anybody.
always getting changed out like T-shirts and stuff, and I mean, and the bosses always stay the same. So that's what they use to go after them. So that's what they use in the RICO charges on rappers and stuff like that. So since this is about hip hop police and all that, they have been doing this in the game for forever, ever. Like if nobody knows, there is a thing called hip hop police, and basically they go around, and as soon as you popping or you an artist that need to be watched for, they watching you, they analyze you, they doing everything, they doing the most to try to catch
Well,
you.
nowadays it's not even if you're popping. It's just if you got traction like on YouTube or any kind of social
Well, I'm
media.
just saying hip hop police. I mean, that's just hip hop police. I'm pretty sure that the government themselves have some type of unit that pay attention. This right here is like some weird. It's not even government. As far as I know, the history of the hip hop police. It's not no government or anything related. It's just some weird agency that overlooks it and gives all the information to the government. So that's like some
It's
weird
a bunch of
thing.
motherfuckers sitting on TV, sitting on the internet, gathering information, trying to puzzle news stories and articles on the newspaper and tying your ass into it because of your lyrics. You know,
That's why they can do more things than the average police can do or anything. So that's what it kind of is. But a lot of them actually are like in tactical gear. They're actually doing surveillance.
Yeah.
So it's not all just some people say. I mean, they do got a lot of people, I'm pretty sure, behind the scenes on the computers and doing their thing. But, they actually do go around
it's a
and
bunch
they
of
check.
jealous ass
Like
motherfuckers
bounty
that ain't
hunters.
getting no motherfucking money. Can't spit no lyrics, and nobody paying attention to them, so they jealous and telling on motherfuckers that telling their stories.
Retired
Basically.
like sports stars or something that didn't make it in college, so you know what I mean. They got the
Basically.
physique and come on, man, like So basically, they do all that stuff and they check and they catch a lot of people doing a lot of dirt. They report a lot of people. Everybody knows the whole infamous Lollapalooza in Florida. Like as soon as these rappers touch down in the airport, they're getting arrested on any warrants, any charges. That old
The Rolling Loud. It's the
Rolling Loud. My bad.
Yeah,
Rolling Loud tours and all that stuff. So like they around. You know what I mean?
There's rumors that the Rolling Loud is working with the hip hop police.
Yep, the promoters themselves of Rolling Loud, are the ones actually working with the police too.
That's rumors.
Rumors,
We don't know
allegedly.
that's true, but that's the rumors.
So you know you got that. You know what I mean. You got cases with what's this up here in New York close to us? We got a RICO charge.
Casanova.
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 Let us know,
Casanova
Los.
two-time caught the Rico,
Tell us,
and he
Loso.
played. He played well. I mean, his wasn't as bad, and like Double Barrel was saying earlier, his wasn't a state Rico like Thug and them's facing. His was a federal Rico, which is a lot more serious.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he was charged with being, I guess, one of the leaders of Gorilla Stone Nation and distributing 100 kilograms of marijuana was his two charges that he pled guilty to. So he's facing 5 to 60. They're saying, but they're saying a lot of rumors is that supposedly he was talking. So I don't know.
All right, well,
Because they
we'll get
also got him on video. They got him on video. I think it was at the Breakfast Club, like stating he's like, "Yo, when you're a millionaire and you got millions of dollars and you feeding your families down the 30s, like you gonna tell. You get in that situation and jam. So now he's in that situation. You know, there's rumors. So like I said, I don't know if he did or not.
Yeah,
I wasn't there, but
I ain't been it. I ain't in it.
his credibility is looking a little shaky too. So, you know what I'm saying? And he was cool with 6ix9ine at one point before 6ix9ine turned.
Hey, word on the block over here, man. He a rat, so I don't know how true it is. They say Casanova's a rat. I mean, you know, I don't know if Double Barrel's away from his nap. You want to give us your topic? Well, how you feel about that whole Casanova joint? Oh no, I think he's still napping. All right, so what do you think, Loso?
I mean,
catching them Z's.
I hope.
He woke up laughing like the Joker over here, man.
Are you good?
Ooh, boy, that's good. Yeah.
Alright, but what you know about that whole Casanova joint with the whole RICO case that he was facing? That's what we were just talking about. I don't know if you had any information on that.
I don't know nothing about it except he was talking about it on the Breakfast Club. Y'all remember last time he was on the Breakfast Club and he was talking about it. He was talking about 6ix9ine, and he was like, "Yo, I knew 6ix9ine was gonna talk. Da, 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 da. He wasn't built like that. He wasn't built like that. Blah, 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 blah. Now it's his turn. We're gonna see how he's built. You know what I mean? It's like I don't which Cass has done some time before, which is gonna end up coming to bite Cass in the ass though, because he's gonna be like a 2-time, 3-time felon.
He did like a good 10, wasn't it?
Then he's talking about he's not gonna tell. Since he's talking about he's not gonna tell, they're gonna try to stick him with the max. To make an example out of him.
Let's think of Whitney right now.
Oh yeah, they'll throw Max at him just to see if he'll tell, and then they'll drop it down to a little bit less.
Well, they might not. They might just let him.
They might let 5 and 20, 5 and 6 is what he's facing.
They might let him float. You know,
maybe
because he ain't really got nobody that's going to come up. You know, he really didn't make it big enough to where anybody's going to go out of their way to come up and speak for him.
Yeah,
you know, the biggest person that he's got probably that would talk for him was maybe 50 Cent. You know, 50 Cent and him was beefing at one time, so I don't even know if 50 would stick his neck out that far to try to help him. You know,
there's also rumors going around that Wax saying that he's snitching too, Wack 100.
But Wax says everybody's snitching, and then says everybody that
Wack probably the snitch too, because how does he get the information so high up?
The thing about it is, Wax always talking about
he got everybody business, bro.
How else do you know everybody else's business like that? Unless you're working with them. Come on, man.
Hold up, hush. He's telling everybody he's always saying somebody's a snitch, but then everybody that's snitching, he's always saying they ain't snitching. Like he was all about 6ix9ine. He was all about 6ix9ine.
He still is.
That's he still is man. Like they do business. He admits that they still do some type of work of business. He promotes for them.
But anybody that ain't snitching, it's whatever and blase blah and this and that and this and that and this and that one. So it's like, you know, I don't trust nothing that Wack 100 say. You know what I'm saying? He's a different type of breed. I don't even think his set claim him no more. You know what I mean? So He's
Carlos's man's called him
That's
out.
your man's.
Hassan, that's your man's. You know what I'm
Hassan
talking
Campbell,
about?
that's your
Hassan Campbell
man.
called that man's out. That's your man's.
Yo, that nigga Hassan is something else.
Any other hip
Yeah.
hop cases y'all know about that y'all just want to throw in there real
Um,
quick?
I mean,
mean,
shit, they be using lyrics too, also to take down these
yeah.
That's
rappers. You know what I'm
true.
saying? They
and
took
that's
down
wrong.
Project Pat years ago.
Well, you
You
remember
know what I'm saying?
they took out
On the rise of his career.
they
Matter
took
of
they took
fact,
they took Mystical out for Pussy Crook.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's what Jay-Z said in one of his lyrics too. He always
I
be
You
mean,
saying that.
remember?
They
You
check
they
the
remember?
got
They
lyrics.
me.
called me the Pussy Crook, and that's what they took him out with that rape charge.
Oh, no,
Got him.
they got Big Meech over the Rico, didn't they?
Big Meech got
He
hit with a
definitely
Rico,
he
but
was
it wasn't about
big.
rapping
Yeah.
though.
No,
No,
it
but
was
his
a,
was
it-
about phone taps.
no, but Mysticals was literally over the Pussy Crook was the song, and it was a rape case.
Yeah.
Hey, I just want to say, a lot of people don't get a lot of recognition on certain things they do. They do it on their own. And I just
Yeah.
want to give a special shout out to Chris Brown, Chris Breezy. I have seen multiple reports all over online that this nigga is literally putting money in everybody's books.
Yeah,
From Casanova to Gunna. Why? I mean, I'm not saying all these people need this. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But to
but
be a real nigga to do this, you know what
he's
I
going out
mean?
of his way to do it. So I appreciate him
Yeah,
doing that
and
as
and,
well.
and a lot of these
Yeah.
people sometimes they assets do get frozen. They don't get a chance to get the business and
Proper proper
yeah,
representation.
yeah. So you know what I mean. So that's what's up for Chris Brown putting motherfucker commissary money on their books real quick. Know what I mean?
Breezy.
Hey,
Somebody
Hey,
had
CB baby.
who had that
hey.
sexy voice in the background. I heard somebody had a sexy little voice, a little mama in the background.
that was
Wait
just
a
some
minute.
random
Whose chick was that?
No,
That's
for
your
those.
chick. That's
Ain't
where
nobody got
you
to
at.
get.
Yeah,
We find out
solo
where you
dolo.
at.
I'm solo dolo over
Let me
here,
let
bro.
me let me find out.
Nah. But all right then. So I mean, we got no other cases y'all want to bring up or anything hip hop wise with the hip hop police. I mean, we go ahead and take a quick break. Now I mean, get a
Hey.
snacks, anything, and we gonna be right back. You know what I mean?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another D's Ninjas podcast. This is from the break, you know what I'm saying? So if you just now tuning in, this is second half of the show. Is one of the co-hosts had to go, family thing he's doing. So it's just Joey PC and Double Barrel and your boy Loso. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep the show rolling. So first off, on this side of this part of the segment, we're gonna real quick say RIP to Lil Keed. You know, he was 24 years old. He was a member of the YSL label, and
Hey,
he ended up passing away from
drugs will kill you, man. That nigga was
huh?
24 and died of kidney failure.
Organ.
Drink.
They say multiple organ failures due to a lot of excessive drink of lean. Supposedly, is what the rumors are. Either way, still a sad situation. That 24 years old, had a bright career and future ahead of him, and didn't get to really flourish. You know what I'm saying? And he passed away. And it was confirmed. His brother, Gotti, he's also a member of YSL. It's his blood brother, and he had confirmed that he did pass away the night that he ended up passing away. So
That they
again,
reported it.
condolences to the family, the
He said
friends, and
he said he drove him to the
Hmm?
hospital that night.
yeah,
He said
he ended up dying at the hospital.
Yeah, he drove him to the hospital and was talking to him on the way there, and he was like, "Man, you know, ball out for me, man." You know what I mean? Because he knew it was over. You know, he said that there were several situations where where the nigga he been know something was wrong with him, and he been know that was happening. So he was making amends. He's trying to say his final condolences to everybody while he could. So, like Gotti said, I seen an interview with Gotti after everything was said and done, and he was at peace with himself because he said he got everything he wanted to say to to him before he passed. So, it's a sad situation, but I'm glad he got to speak everything. He got to speak to his brother, to his mother, to his real brothers and sisters and whatnot. RIP to the family. You know what I mean? RIP to everybody. YSL, my heart is with y'all as a whole, man. I know y'all are going through it. You know what I mean? Between the indictments, death, everything else that could go wrong is going wrong with y'all as a whole right now. So keep your head up. God won't put you through more than you can handle. So I pray that y'all just keep everything together and keep everything moving in a positive direction.
All right. Anything you want to speak on that, Joey?
Definitely RIP. I mean, I'll be honest, I didn't know nothing about him prior to his passing. Not familiar with him, so definitely condolences to his family and all his fans and everything. I'm not gonna sit here and be a fake, and be like, yeah, nah. So but definitely as a man, I can see when
Right.
somebody's such young, in my opinion and in my eyes, such a baby dying so young. You know what I mean? No disrespect to the
Well,
man, but
he was on the 2020 freshman
that's too
list.
young. Yeah,
He's
24, man.
24.
That's young, man. To me, I don't
Yeah.
know.
But he made the 2020 double XL freshman cover.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
that's what's up. Okay. That's what's up. That's what's up.
He was on
Well,
20.
right.
He was on it. I
Oh,
think Kodak was on it. There was a bunch of niggas on there. Like what's his name?
I don't know. I didn't even know that was out.
Yeah.
2020? Yeah, he's saying it's the old
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
The 2020. I didn't ever look at it. I don't know. But
I'll look it up and check it out. Since I got everything set up, I'll check it out. Let's see what's out on there. I believe that's what
right. But yeah, we're gonna segue into if y'all ain't heard, it's reported. There's also footage out there that Freddie Gibbs, was out in Buffalo. I guess Buffalo is not the place to be right now for rappers, civilians. I mean, it's hard in Buffalo right now. So
I mean,
they're
not attacking fans. People just randomly in the streets like that.
I mean,
it was a situation that just got caught in public. That's all it was.
So hold on, let's get the
go ahead.
For the ninjas that are listening that don't know, Freddie Gibbs has had some words with Benny the Butcher. Benny's from Buffalo. So my Joey was telling me, we were talking about it, that apparently it started when Benny was in Houston and he got robbed from his chain a couple years back at the what is it, South by Southwest. I do remember that story. Benny gave up the chain. He was like, yeah, my life ain't worth the chain. I can buy another chain. That's understandable. Smart man. Don't make him no hole, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? Anybody, you know what I'm saying? He got money buy another chain, bro. That's jewelry.
Definitely.
So I guess Freddie Gibbs was laughing, what this, that, and the third. They have history of they got music together. They were cool at some point. So I guess, Freddie is known to be a troll online. I guess he was just fucking with Benny, and Benny didn't like what he was saying. So they kind of had a little falling out. Benny's been asked in several interviews, what's this, that, and the third with them. He's just always saying, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? It's whatever. I'm just make music. We probably won't make no more music together. It just leave it at that. Well, Freddie right now is on tour. So one of his stops is Buffalo.
Yeah.
Man, listen. If you got beef in a town you about to go do a tour in, y'all need to stop putting that city on the date. You know what I'm saying? Do a surprise tour. If you got tickets, you got tickets. If you don't, I guess you missed a man or not. But you pretty much setting yourself out. So Freddie was out eating with his girl at a restaurant, and about 20 goons of Benny the Butcher came up and gave that nigga the smackdown, skippy pass and left, rights, and up, down, left, rights, and everything else in between. Freddie kind of held his own. If you ain't watched the video, it's out there. I will say Freddie still was standing at the end of the thing, but they drug his ass. That shit was ugly. And later on that night, he went on stage and performed. He had a ski mask on. While he performed, I guess at some point he got hot, kind of semi-revealed his face, and somebody caught the picture of skibbity lumps on the face, eyeballs, and everything else. And there you go. So what do y'all ninjas think about that?
Go ahead, Doug
Okay,
Barrel.
don't all speak at once, you know what I'm saying?
Go ahead, I'll let you go.
It's an ugly situation anytime you get into a situation like that, you know what I mean? I applaud the man for going back after all the drama had transpired, you know. I think it takes a certain amount of balls and whatnot to even go back after going back after you've already got your self properly dealt with, you know. There's no other way to put it. I mean, the man went up and got, you know. Yeah, some people we're not gonna call it a bluff because the man went up there, you know. And they seen about him and they seen them players from Buffalo wasn't playing with him. Now
what?
He said the man would play with him.
Oh, okay. Need a translator on that one.
They was not playing with that boy when he got up there. You know what I mean?
Got you.
So,
that man was trying to have dinner with his girl.
Yeah, he was trying to be cool and shit, trying to be romantic, and
not in Buffalo.
Not in Buffalo. You should have ate at the hotel, bro.
That didn't
I hate to say it.
That didn't transpire the way that he wanted it, that he thought it was going to happen, you know. So
I mean, think of it like this: at what point in your career do you like think and analyze like, maybe I don't need to be in public knowing that who I'm fucking around with? I used to be cool with this man.
Yeah.
I know what he's about, but I'm out here playing with this man.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't feel sorry for what happens to you after that. I mean, you kind of know you're not on home turf, my guy. You're on his turf.
I mean,
not saying Benny was. And let's make it clear, Benny wasn't involved.
No, it wasn't.
It was supposedly his associates. So let's not sit there.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. So let's not sit there and say Benny had his hand in this one, but allegedly associates of him.
So there was witnesses saying that it looked like it was a bunch of quote unquote middle-aged men had grays in their beards, you know, went in there and stomped them out. You know what I mean?
The old heads came out from retirement on the.
Yeah, it was the old heads that came in and said, you know what, we repping for the block, I guess, or something similar to that.
A quick reminder of what the city and the town was really about. So
yes,
slipping with that again. You know what I mean? Like,
Freddie's from Gary, so he's not from no little small town BS either.
Oh, my MJ! Shout out to MJ RIP.
Yeah, he from Gary, Indiana.
Yeah, no, but you know what I mean. Definitely, shout out to GXFR. Now I mean, whole squad, Benny and them. But yeah, they had to do their thing.
Griselda, you know
so you know what? I want to go back, right? Back in June 20th on 2021, right? This nigga right here, Freddie Gibbs, on Twitter tweeted, niggas be getting robbed and go right back into the booth spitting tough guy bars, right? Then he said, niggas don't put the cities they get robbed in on their tour dates. And then he says, it'd be hard for me to listen to niggas after they get robbed. They be rapping so gangster after the fact. So, I mean, like, based off of what he said off of that, how do you feel him coming back to rap? Do you feel like he fell victim to his own?
He's trying to say karma gave him the lumps.
Did you pull a cheddar bomb? No, I mean, like,
damn.
I mean, he is in Power, you know, the whole Power universe. I think he's in the whole Tommy saga. Yeah. But
yeah, he's in there.
I don't know what to tell y'all, man. Like, you know, he looked like old boy from Martin when he got lumped up. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Yo.
I mean, you got to commend him for going on stage and still performing. You know what I'm saying? But damn, my guy.
I mean, there is videos of him on stage and at jewelry stores, him actually like showing off the chain that's allegedly was stolen from him, which he claims that, you know, if you claim that, you know, you robbed my chain, then, you know, go ahead and post it, claim it. Like, you know what I mean? Like challenging the thieves, quote unquote, if there is any thieves. So he's claiming he didn't get robbed. He said it was just a bunch of bitch ass niggas who semi got him, and he got away with it. There was nothing missing. All his money, jewelry, everything was good. That's what he claims. This is what Freddie Gibbs is saying. So, you know, like
listen, that video doesn't show you getting robbed. It just shows you getting your ass drug up and down that restaurant. I don't give a fuck what you talking about, your chain. Nigga, the video shows your monkey ass is getting drugged up and down this block. So, I mean, it is what it is. Nobody said, damn, homie got robbed. Homie was getting this, that. No, nigga, you got your breaks.
There was reports allegedly saying that he actually did get robbed. Not saying that that is true, but the reports are true.
Well,
that,
I mean,
like,
he wasn't knocked out.
Somebody reported.
They didn't knock him out.
Well, it could have been that somebody pulled his chain in the middle of the crowd. Like, I don't know. Like, all I'm saying is there was reports. Like, that is true that there were reports, but I'm not claiming that the reports are true. So that's all I'm saying. Like, allegedly.
No, but I'm just saying though, they never knocked him out if you watch the video. So,
but let's be honest. If you get, you know, you steal a chain, you telling me you're gonna go post it because that nigga told you to? Like, how stupid is that? So that's why I'm like, you know what? At the end of the day, it don't matter. You still got lumped up. You know what I mean? So we gonna see. His fans might be there for
that
him.
Chain, if it is though, him. If it is though, that chain will pop up sooner or later. You know, niggas love the internet. They want that attention. So,
and what's to say he didn't have an extra or duplicate of the chain, right? Yeah. People, niggas do that all the time. Rappers, they keep.
I mean, even this is my thing. You get jumped by 20 motherfuckers. Your chain gets stolen. Big deal. You didn't get knocked out. I commend you for that. Okay. Them niggas didn't knock your ass out. That's a weak ass 20 different niggas. Nobody stomped you out. You mean to tell me out of 20 motherfuckers, nobody was able to knock you out? Hey, well, you got beat up though. You got drugged, but
that's the main headline every time you see this whole situation is that. That is what they point out. That he got his chain robbed. So, you know.
I don't care about the chain.
All right, well, go ahead then. Well, what we got next for the agenda?
We keep moving. Let me see. I'm gonna keep moving. Let me see. What we got next? Oh yeah. So the billboards. So if anybody follows a Billboard magazine, Yo Gotti and his camp, CMG, ended up on the front cover. You know, I'm not a big Gotti fan, but congratulations to the man. That's a big accomplishment to have, you know, five different individuals from not the brightest way of life to be on the cover of Billboard. You know what I'm saying? That's a big accomplishment.
It's your boy, Yo Gotti.
And his camp consists of, what's the girl's name? Layla Samaya?
Layla Samia.
Samia, if I'm not pronouncing the name right, don't kill me. We believe it's Layla Samia. I've never heard of her. But
Layla Samia.
Black Youngster, Moneybag Yo, 42 Doug, ESTG, and Mozzie are the ones that are all part of his camp. And they are making, you know, good headway in music right now. 42 Doug wasn't on the cover, and I believe that's due to him being incarcerated at the moment. But everybody else is out there making their power moves in the music industry with their music. So, but also, you know, a couple of them has gotten themselves in trouble with the law, supposedly. Some of them's kind of looking at cases. I'm not really too sure. I just know that the camp around them does got themselves involved in some shit.
Shit.
So hopefully, the rest of the camp can keep moving in a positive way and not get hit with a RICO or something. Because, like we were saying earlier, the hip hop police is really out there ready to bag folks. And
Oh yeah, they come
we
in
got
heavy.
5 wealthy black individuals on the cover of Billboard magazine. Y'all are painting a target on yourself. I hate to say it, but
And the
you know what I'm
thing
saying?
about this, for us, hell, you got to think there's 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 motherfuckers just like me. And then there's 5 or 6 or 7
How
or
many?
8.
Wait, what?
I don't know what you talking
Out
about,
of 10
but
motherfuckers,
yeah,
you
yeah.
lost me.
This one said, shut up, listen. For me, think about it. There's 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 motherfuckers that are just like me that are running their own camps, right?
Right.
Like, that's not even on camera, that are running the same thing, that eventually are getting ready to jump on their own thing. So just think about how many uncharted, undug,
Were you trying to
unthought
show your
about,
tattoo? You lost.
some gangs that are put together out here in these streets.
Yeah, like camps, they could branch out and be their own selves. It's kind of like
Yeah,
business, you know what I mean? When you open up
yeah.
a new store, you want every store to run independent and make its own profit, because that's the only way you're able to expand. If you have a store hemorrhaging and removing funds from you, you're not making money off of it. Then it's not a good business choice. So you got to remove it. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I
Well,
get
that's
it.
what
They
Moneybag
all doing
Yo.
their own thing.
Yeah, like Moneybag Yo, he's got his little label. He's got Big 30 under him. Big 30's making money, so I mean, that camp really is doing some good moves right now. You know what I'm saying? So, but anything else on that you want to touch on besides just saying congratulations on the cover?
Money
No.
bag, money bag,
You
money bag.
you're stupid.
Mhm.
So the next topic we're gonna segue into, I know for the ladies it's gonna be the dry spell is gonna dry y'all up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But it's the NBA playoffs.
Yeah, I can
Gonna
skip
touch
off
on
about
that.
10, 15 minutes real quick. We're going to get into it real quick. Pause.
Yeah. So if y'all been keeping up with the playoffs, you know what I'm saying? Right now it's the conference final, Eastern and Western. Right now on the Western Conference side, we have the Dallas Mavericks versus the what is it? The
Golden State Warriors.
Golden State Warriors. Yeah,
Oh,
I
he
drew a blank.
smacked.
My
He
fault.
smacked. Go ahead.
Nah, I just drew a blank. They got this P90 in the background going. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to P90. Hey.
Yo.
But yeah, so on the eastern side, we got the Boston Celtics versus the Miami Heat. You know what I'm saying? Miami Heat's up 1 game on the Eastern Conference. You know what I'm saying? And the Heat and the Warriors are up 1 game on the Western side. So, what side do you want to tackle first, Big Joey?
I mean, we can go ahead and get on the Eastern Conference side. So we got
On the East
Boston.
Coast?
Yeah, we got Boston and Miami. So it was definitely a good game. Jimmy Buckets did his thing like he always do. You know what I mean? Showed up,
Yes, sir.
ball so hard. And his role players stepped up too and did the thing that they had to do. Boston tried to do it, but that defense was just impeccable. You know what I mean? Impregnable. They couldn't even get through that whole defense, and they were doing a lot of steals. Miami was getting a lot of steals. They were getting a lot of rebounds. Yeah, and also Boston was getting a lot of turnovers, which was also affecting them. So I definitely like the way the first game played, but again, it's only the first game. It don't matter if you lose by 1 point or 80 points. Like, it's just 1 game. You got to play the rest of the game, see how it goes. So, when it comes to that prediction of that series, I'm going Miami, and we're gonna see what happens. Even before the win, I was going with Miami.
Yeah, I was going with Miami also. I think we all had picked Miami to go all the way since the beginning when we did the little bracket and whatnot. But also, I believe Boston is down two It's Al Horford and another player, so they're down 2 major players.
Yeah.
Also,
Well, Jason Tatum got to
yeah,
step it up. You know what I mean? Like he is the starter game of the team, and he's got ball so hard. You know what I mean? That's the point of him. He wants to ascend into superstardom, so he's definitely going to have to get on this main stage right here and show us why he deserves to be called among the greats. Why? Show us. You know what I mean?
right. Double Barrel, you got anything to say on the Eastern Conference? Your predictions or anything?
No, I'm over here. My head kind of loopy at the moment. I'm just.
All right, man. Well, if you want, man, you can go chill out, man. We continue on with this, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You Gucci.
All right.
So on the Western Conference, on the Western side, is you know what I'm saying it's a tough one, man. I think this one will go all the way, in my opinion. I'm thinking at least game 6, if not game 7. But you know,
wait. So you don't think there's a chance? And I don't mean to go back to the Eastern Conference, but you don't think there's a chance they go to game 6? You're not giving them 2
on the Eastern.
Yeah, you don't give Boston 2. That's what I'm saying. You don't give them two.
I give them 5 to 6. I give them 5 to 6. I don't think it'll go all the way. Like I said, they're down 2.
Wait, 5, 6.
Yeah, it's the best of 4. They're down 2 players right now. Boston's down 2 players.
It's the best of 7.
Yeah, but you got to win 4 games.
No. I know that, but what I'm saying is, you're saying you don't think. I'm asking you, is he going to get to game 6? So that means, is they going to get?
It's either game 5 or game 6. I don't see it going past that. Like I see.
So but you do see
maybe
game 6 is a possible, like the worst case
possibility.
Scenario.
Yeah,
if they get Al Horford back, possible.
If they can get Al Horford back within the next game or so, because I really don't know how long he's out, I believe they can push it to game 6. Yes.
Okay.
But
that's
if it's
what
just
I was trying
Tatum,
to understand. Yeah.
But if it's just Tatum, I'm not giving it a sweep, but I can see Boston at least winning 1 game.
I mean, I'm not a big Boston fan. Everybody knows I hate Boston, but in any sport and anything in general. But I feel like they have enough talent to at least, in my opinion, go 6, possible game 7. You know,
you think so?
That's maybe a possibility. But I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I don't
know, bro. I don't really see it. Simple fact, because Miami is coming back to where they were last year, and they're super hungry. And you can tell by the way Jimmy Buckets is playing, and Tyler Hero and them is really playing the back with them. And you know what I'm saying? They might not be doing as big as Jimmy, but he's got a good supporting cast right now.
I think both
Tatum right now, he's kind of.
I think both series can go 6 or 7. That's what I mean by that. Like, it doesn't surprise me. Now, I don't think 6 is the worst when it comes to Boston, because they got a squad too where they play very well in Boston. You know what I mean? The role players, Smart. You know what I mean? All of them. They definitely play. I know they're down 2, but they also had that mentality of the next man up. So, and I'm not trying to give them proper shout outs or nothing, but it's just, this is the fact. We're talking about basketball itself, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right. Anything can happen.
All I say is 6, 7. You know what I mean? For you to say maybe they get with 1, I don't think that's like blasphemy, but I think that's a little tough.
Say 2, at least 2.
Yeah, I think at least 2 guaranteed that they get, and then after that, I don't know. They'll get 2 at home, some type of 2 at home, and that's it. Because Miami can close too.
So you think they'll win both home? Do you think Boston will win both home games? Sorry.
Whatever. Maybe not the first 2 home games, but definitely will win 2 home games. I don't know if they can win in Miami. I could be wrong, but I don't think they will. But
that's what I'm saying. You think Boston will win both home games? So it's going back to Miami.
Not the first, because if they win 1, and then they go back and they get 1 more chance to get another home, that's possible to push the series. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I said maybe. Who knows? maybe not the first two, but maybe that third home game they get that one, but then I don't think it goes past that, in my opinion.
Oh,
I
we'll
don't know
see.
because they play good at home. There's a chance. I was wrong last time with Memphis. You see where Golden State is, so you never know. Just my opinion, Opinions are
Right.
like assholes. Everybody got. You know what I mean?
Right.
So what about the West? Where you going with the West?
I'm gonna have to take Splash Brothers, bro.
Going
They
Splash?
just, yeah.
I
Even though
mean, it's hard to
Luca
go against
balled,
them.
even though Luca has been balling, I don't think his tank is fully going to really last. Because you and I both know when the Splash Brothers get to going, and them little and they are quick. They like to play a lot of fastball. When they get to going, bro, especially with Draymond, they are a tough team to really be messing with at the moment.
And Wiggins.
And right
He's on
now, they've
fire.
got all three are really on game right now.
Yeah, and
Luca,
Wiggins too.
oh yeah, and Wiggins.
He's
It
been
doesn't
playing.
help that they added that little piece to what I'm saying, and they also got Iguodala back too. So what I'm saying, they've been here plenty of times. Like I said, they just really added Wiggins because they've been here with Iguodala too, and you seen his old ass will show up. You would think that his old ass ain't going to, but he will show up during the playoffs and the finals.
He played with Iverson. He's still in the league.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's gonna show out. So props to that man right there. So Luca, it doesn't have a strong supporting caster yet. I mean, they gave a good game, good series to Phoenix, but this is not Phoenix. Also, we got to keep that in mind. This is a whole different league. We got a ridiculous sharpshooter from fucking 3 courts, 3 stadiums away. They'll hit that shot, and then Klay Thompson is no slouch neither. He'll hit them ridiculous long range shots. He can dribble. He can bang. Steph Curry can dribble. He can bang when he wants to. Normally, when it's just wide open and he just wants to put on a little show, but that shot, man.
One of
like I
those
said,
unstoppable.
Yeah, and that dribble, he got a nice little dribble, bro. Like he's not a slouch. Like he is one of my favorite point guards to watch. Like he has done a lot to change the game to what it is now. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Luka, like I said, Luka ain't no slouch. Luka puts numbers up. Luka's doing his thing. He has an incredible record right now through the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? So it's just I don't believe that Dallas has enough right now. Not for the Splash Brothers.
All right. So I mean, I agree with a lot of what you're saying. So just to make this show spicy, I'm just gonna go with Dallas, just for argument's sake. You know what I mean? Who knows, man? Luka about to go out there and get into his Mamba mentality. He's gonna take over like he did that Game 7. You know what I mean? You saw what he did with that Reggie Miller-esque vibes going into Game 7, shutting it down. You know what I mean? The whole arguments and everything. You know.
Yeah. We'll segue into that. We'll segue into that here in a second.
Yeah, but stuff like that, so it's crazy how like all that fits in, and it has a good chance of him progressing to the finals. If he does, that'd be crazy. But yeah, we'll have to see him actually do it. But it is only one game. Luka did get destroyed. And we're gonna see if they can bounce back or do anything about it. Is it gonna be a sweep or not? We're gonna see. I don't know.
It won't be a sweep. I do not believe it will be a sweep. I think, like I said, it'll go down to either Game 6 or Game 7 with these two.
Okay.
Luka does have a good little cast with him, but not strong enough to really, in my opinion, to take out the Splash Brothers just like that. But they will put up a fight. I'm not saying that they're not going to put up a fight. They will put up a fight. And if they do beat the Splash Brothers, it will surprise me. You know what I'm saying? So, now that we, got that out the way, let's say for, what I'm saying, who are your two picks if right now, if who do you think will make it to the championship?
Just putting basketball alone, I think there's a good chance that it's going to be Miami and Golden State. But I think if anybody has a chance to upset the chances, it definitely is Dallas. So that's what I'm going with.
So Dallas is an upset team.
Dallas has not even so much as an upset team. It's just based off of these two series, I'm thinking that the Splash Brothers are going to be going there with Jimmy Buckets. And if anybody has a chance to pull an upset in this series, would be Dallas over Boston, in my opinion. Because like you said, the injuries and all that. So that's the only reason I'm going with like the better chance of winning the series of pulling an upset will be Dallas. So who knows?
I am thinking the same. Also, it'll go down to Golden State and the Heat.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just the injuries. Like he said, for Boston, that's what's kind of because, like he said, Boston does have a good team. Boston does play well together, but when you're taking out Al Harford, then that's a big piece of your game. I can't remember who the other player is. That's gonna put some kind of dent in what you're working with. But I mean, the bench may step up. So, like I said, it's basketball. What looks pretty on paper sometimes is not what you're gonna get.
Yep, that's true.
So
Especially in the playoffs, everybody's semi banged up. So,
everybody's hungry, and
mm-hmm.
you got the opportunity to stretch it to 7 games. So it's just now to see who's the hungriest to the next step to who's going to take the championship home. So
Okay, so yeah, let's get off of this real quick because we don't want our fans that don't like sports to kind of get bored on it. If you definitely like us to talk more sports, give us a comment in our Facebook page, and maybe we'll do a special just on sports alone. But go ahead, Loso, let us know what's going on.
So to wrap up the whole sports talk, the sports and the hip hop world kind of semi collide. So Lil Wayne throwing the final game before this series started with the Dallas Mavericks and the Golden State Warriors. Game 7 of Phoenix versus Dallas. Lil Wayne before the game, made a tweet said Luka was a hoe. So Lil Wayne goes to the game. He's sitting courtside with his son. Luka's looking at him. He gives him the old school Reggie Miller treatment. He starts just throwing buckets down and just really just looking at him, laughing at him while he's doing his thing. Like I said, old school Reggie Miller. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go look it up. It's some funny shit to watch. So Lil Wayne didn't really like it. He wasn't really too happy about it. Mark Cuban and Lil Wayne supposedly have a good relationship. They're supposed to be friends. So Mark Cuban took a picture of Lil Wayne sitting courtside, not looking too happy. I guess Luka over there was making buckets and whatnot, and I guess an image of him and his son, was together. And I guess just because his son was in the picture, I guess Lil Wayne flipped out.
Yeah.
And was really kind of pissed off about it. And then tweeted that he would piss in his mouth. The tweet got taken down, but it's the internet. More than likely somebody screenshot it and
sharing it around. Yeah.
Sharing it around. So you might have seen it. You may have not. I don't know. But yeah, he told Mark Cuban that he would piss in his mouth. I was like, wow. Over basketball, Mark Cuban then, what I'm saying, when he took that picture, tweeted it's one of Wayne's lines. So, he posted that up with the picture of him and his son just sitting, courtside. And Lil Wayne just went ballistic on him, supposedly, or not on him, but they say he wasn't too happy. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. So my thing is, you know what I'm saying, knowing that that's your homeboy, and he just took a picture. I don't really see nothing too bad. He didn't say nothing about his kid. Do you think Lil Wayne was out of line?
I mean, is he the father
Of who?
of the child?
They say it's a son. That he's
Oh
sitting with
no, that's what I'm saying. Is he the father?
Lil Wayne.
No
Yeah.
way. Yeah. So he has every right. I mean, like, I'm not. I wasn't say question. I'm literally being sarcastic. Like, he's the father, so like there really isn't much more you can have a conversation about when it comes to that, because the father, of course, he has every right to be annoyed about it. It's his child. If he feels like the right, especially a minor, feels like, it's improper to do that, then yeah, he definitely is in his right to do it. Now, legally, I don't know how that would work and anything like that. So that I don't know. But I don't think he's wrong for feeling that way when it comes to his children. A lot of people are very overprotective with their children. Not that it's bad or good. It's whatever goes for you.
Have you seen the picture though?
No.
This really is just a picture. Like, say you just sitting there with your kids, and he just took a picture. Focusing on you, but your son was on the side. It wasn't really like taking no shots at his kid. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not understanding where Wayne's getting mad. If he's mad because his kid is in the picture, I understand it. I'm not questioning that as a parent. But I don't think that was Mark Cuban's intention, considering that they had a history of being friends.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was, he probably just took a picture of Wayne, just quick, took a picture and then said what he said.
Grabbed it.
Trolling. You know what I'm
Or
saying?
probably
So
found it online, and then this is one of those pictures that he used. Who knows?
no,
Not saying
it
that
was a
you.
picture of them at the game. It was a picture of him at the
Oh, okay,
game.
okay.
Yeah, it was just he just took a picture from like the other side of the court. What it looked like. That's all it was. You can see the background of the crowd and everything. Like, it wasn't just focused on them. That's what I'm saying. It's just a random, picture. You quick, bam, make your tweet. Like, I'm just, like me and you be bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Something
yeah.
like that. That's what I'm saying. It's Wayne, and that's what I'm trying to ask. Is Wayne kind of taking it out of context and getting pissed off about that?
See, now that's
If y'all
another
are supposed to
question.
be friends,
That's another
knowing
question,
that
though.
my intentions ain't nothing against your kid, you know what I'm saying? It's just we just juking, you know what I'm saying? We talking shit. You talking shit about my player, and we friends and shit. Yeah, I'm gonna take a shot back. You there to see CP3? That's your guy. Luca's my man, so I pay him. You know what I'm saying? He works for me, and we taking little slight jabs. It ain't no, I'm coming at you, no. You know what I'm saying? Because they like they said, they know that Mark Cuban is like one of the only owners that really does interact with his players. He sits courtside. He don't sit in the box.
Well, yeah, he interacts.
So, I mean, to me, I wouldn't have took it personally, knowing that we got a straight little relationship. We're friends. We may not be homeboys. I don't know the extent of the relationship, but you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have got that pissed off, and I wouldn't have took it like he's taking shots at my kid after he used one of my lines just to troll me.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know. Like I said, as a parent, he's allowed to feel that way, but he did kind of overreact, in my opinion. But then, like I said, it all goes back down. He's a parent, and who are we to tell him he overreacted, protecting, in his mind, his child? In his mind, you know what I mean? Because to us, it
Right.
seems something foolish. It seems something so normal, but to him, it was important enough to trigger him. For whatever reason, it triggered him. And you know what I mean? We're going to see what happens with that situation.
Yeah. So, our last little topic for, the show, we're going to touch on not too much, but this whole Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez situation.
A quick little update, because we talked about it on the last episode, so we're not going to do it too much like that, like you said, but.
So, right now, it's kind of iffy. Some reports saying it's true. Some reports saying it's not true. But there's supposedly the doctor that looked at Meg Thee Stallion supposedly shot foot is saying that her foot wasn't shot, that she stepped on glass. It's one of the reports. Now there is a conflict of reports also stating that it is not glass, it is bullet fragments on her ankle. So y'all ninjas already know, and I'm standing on my leg since day one. No offense to none of you ladies, but that bitch is lying. Fuck out of here. Bitch, you stepped on glass. Nobody shot you. Stop it. Just come out with the truth. You trash anyways. You're not that great. You're not diverse. You need to kind of like brush up. I don't know. You need to do something, but you need to stop it. I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair that you are out here shitting on this man, going out there talking to Gail King, fake crocodile tears, and you over there crying bullshit. Just fuck out of here. Your stories are conflicting. You don't make no sense. Like,
that's true.
Just stop it, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Going back to you saying you independent. This guy Carl something, your manager. You saying he blocks you from putting out music. Makes no sense if you're an independent artist. How do you not put out your own music?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a lot of bullshit on top of bullshit with this chick, man. And enough is enough with this bullshit with her. Like, it's wild. Like, it's just wild. Your homegirl don't fuck with you no more. In my opinion, if what you're saying is true, she will be backing you up. Like, not even the bodyguard is backing you up that was in the vehicle. Nobody's backing your shit.
And that's what
you're just wasting people's time. It's bullshit that you out here doing interviews, speaking on this shit, and the courts is allowing you. But Tory Lanez goes to jail because he says 2 chicks is fighting over my dick. He didn't even say your name. Didn't even mention the case. But just because he said 2 girls, knowing that you and your homegirl was involved in whatever, your ex-homegirl or whatever, you know what I'm saying? He's going to jail over some bullshit and has to bond out again on the same case. That's wild. That's crazy to me. Like, it doesn't make any sense. I'm not attacking any ladies, but man, come on now. This is ridiculous now. Like, just stop it. She needs to stop it and just own up to the shit. You're known in the industry as a liar, as a hypocrite. When you first came in, Cardi and Nicki had beef. You did music with both ladies. You're on film interview saying that them 2 are your girls. You're not in the middle of it. But then you attack the baby for making music with Tory Lanez. Same shit you did, bitch. Like, stop it. Just stop it. You a messy broad.
No, she a stallion, okay?
I mean, yeah, you might look good, but shit, that don't mean nothing. That don't mean shit. You can shine a penny. You can make a penny look good, and then what they say? Come on now, man. Like I said, I've been on the same list since day one. None of her shit makes sense. I'm not buying it. You know what I'm saying? They need to stop. Some of you women are toxic as fuck. Own up to your shit.
Definitely.
Just like you want men to do. You know what I'm saying? Women got to take accountability for their stuff, for their shit too. Just like men do. I'm not saying that we perfect, but fuck. You can't have your cake and eat it too.
So you getting on a woman hating rant.
No, not at all.
All right.
Not at all, not at all. It's just, man,
calling out what needs to get said.
We losing two good actors to toxic women. Now we about to lose an artist.
I hear you, Kevin Samuels.
We lost Kevin Samuels, RP to Kevin Samuels. Got taken out by a female. A nurse.
Allegations, allegedly.
Allegedly, reports is out there. Proof.
There's tapes out there. Charged and
Allegedly.
They're still going to court for it, allegedly.
Oh, I'm not saying she took him out. You know what I'm saying? That's what word is. But you a nurse, and your stories don't add up neither. Like, but we as men knew all that shit he was talking about was gonna lead to his demise of him falling.
Yeah, so with me, Megan Thee Stallion, it's the same thing. I say the same thing too. So I feel everything you said is exactly how I feel for the most part. What I mean by that is not that I disagree. It's just that, we just got to continue to see the courts and see what happens and what more may unfold. Because know if that's the whole story. There might be more stuff, there might not. We're about to find out what is true and what is not true through the courts. And we're about to see this whole case go down. So, you know what I mean? So we definitely got to stay posted and see what happens. But to me, like I said, we said it like 3-4 episodes in a row. It's like, I'm done with Meg. And me personally, like, ranting on her for the simple fact, because, like, she keeps doing the same mistake. Doing that interview, stories don't match up. Like, all she's doing is just adding more energy, fuel, and fire for her demise, in my opinion. So, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. She just needs to stop.
Mm-hmm.
It's just getting worse and worse looking on her.
I mean, Joe Budden claims that she don't even sell. How is she a superstar?
I mean, I don't. I'd rather listen to Cardi. Like I said, when Nicki drops, I listen to Nicki. When Cardi drops, I listen to them. Mm-hmm. Her, she just don't do it for me. Like I said, I've said it from the beginning. I don't see what the big deal about this chick is.
I hear you.
Just like Dirt, so the story.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, man, that sounds like we're about to wrap this up right here, man. We appreciate y'all for listening to us. As always, Joey PC Loso. Catch us up on Facebook at These Ninjas Podcast. Join the page. Join the group. Follow and like the page. They're two separate entities, but they do the same thing. Okay. Communicate with us. We on Spotify, Anchor, Apple Music, what is that? Amazon Music. We everywhere.
Also, we are trying to get Clubhouse going. So if you got Clubhouse, we're probably discuss on trying to do a weekly little get together with the fans and just go in there and talk, getting more interacting with you guys, because we just want to really get more involved with the fans. So
yeah, or is there another platform that you guys prefer that we go on to communicate with you guys better? Let us know too on Facebook in the comments and everything. And you already know what it is. So follow us on YouTube, Spotify, Anchor, like always, Anchor FM. Appreciate them, helping us with this podcast as always. And, shout out to Smoke One and Double Barrel. I mean, what else you got to say, Loso?
Stay tuned for next episode. We're gonna have a special guest. You know what I'm saying? A couple episodes after that, we are trying to get more diverse. So stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to get more and more in tune with the fans. Trying to get a couple fans to come on the show and interact with us, talk with us, chop it up. Also, ladies, we want to have, females come on the show, ask us questions, interact with us, get female perspective. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to open up the female lane. So if you ladies are out there and want to, jump on the show and act a fool, cuss us out from time to time, tell us we pieces of shit, man. Get it off your chest or whatever. So let us know. We're more than welcome to have y'all on here. Just also internationally, for everybody listening to us internationally, we appreciate it. Again, we are top 8 in Laos. You know what I'm saying? Showing us mad love. Was a big surprise to us. So the Laos family, really appreciate it. The Germany family, they still rocking tough with us. Really highly appreciate that. So, and everybody else. It's just a lot of places that tune in from time to time, and we really highly do appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
And we are trying to work on things for you guys also, in the near future. So just stay tuned. And like you said, shout out to Smoke Uno, Double Barrel, and the rest of the ninjas out there, man. And that's pretty much it for me.
There you go. Y'all already know, man. So, like always, like everything and everything, and we out. You're.
Yeah.